I'll be honest with you guys. I drive women pretty much nuts. Okay, and it's something that I've gotten a laugh. I mean, sometimes it's burdensome. It's not like I'm out here just trying to trigger people on purpose. It's just the way I was made. Take it up with God. Most of the time, I get a laugh out of it though. It's almost like I'm a doctor. I'm a surgeon. Like you don't want to see the doctor. You want to stay far away. You want to stay far away from the doctor as much as possible because if the doctor come around, that means you need something. But eventually you're gonna need the doctor. So it's like this. Women have this love hate relationship for me. It's like they know I got the cure, right? I'm walking around like the cure. But whatever lifestyle they live in, whether they in some relationship or they in a party lifestyle, it's like, but dang, what I'm looking for is this I mean, God plays some dirty trick, man. It's like people can be around all you can be around all these people, but it's like the cure, the remedy is not in any it's not in any it's not around from a woman perspective, it's not around any of those men that you're around. Another thing too is like one thing I know about women. The truth about women, they're not really. It doesn't turn them on like when a guy is in the same profession that they're in. Like let's say you're a actress or something, and then okay, so if you're in a certain business, if you're in an entertainment business or whatever business, and if you work at McDowell's, so you'll have a let's say you work at McDowell's, you'll have a bunch of and you're a beautiful woman working at McDowell's. Okay, so the guys at McDowell's gonna be trying to get up on you, right? And then that woman, okay, you might deal with a couple of those guys that work with you, but ultimately, women are not attracted to the men who are in the same profession that they're in. They'll screw around with them, but they're interested in men who uh, women like. What really turns women on is that they like on a sexual energetic level they like to deal with a guy who's mysterious. Like you don't know what that nigga gonna do. That type of energy. If you're a man and you working in the same profession as a woman, I don't care how much she most likely she'll give it up to you and all that. Yeah, you be thinking you doing something, but truth is that woman is into a man that's extremely mysterious. That's what really turns that woman on. Not, same thing. If you let's say you're a woman and you're a celebrity, okay, so you dating other men that are celebrities. You're around all men that got money like you got money, right? But that doesn't it doesn't hit the spot. It doesn't really quench the thirst. You can make it seem like it does all you want. I got too much experience, guys, and see, I like making audios like this, man, because people have to pretend that I'm a fool. Why do they have to pretend I'm a fool? Because I'm the doctor. They know I got the cure. They trying to stay away from the doctor. But we all know eventually you're gonna have to go see a doctor. you know. But I don't want to be long. That's what I know about women. Women, they're into men that are very mysterious. They know that man got the cure that they're looking for. It turns them on to be with a man that's mysterious. So like a guy like me who's single and I'm not over here taking pictures with women, that actually turns women on. It's like you're a catch. You're like a big fish. You're a catch. But women they can get very angry. Over the years, women have gotten very angry with me too, because it's like they try to avoid me. They gotta act like they don't see me, because whatever fake life that they live in, they gotta pretend that everything is coming out of that life. You know, whatever guy they dealing with in their reality, they gotta pretend that that's the top shit. They know that's no, they're not fooling me. That's not the top shit. The top shit is God didn't put that. He didn't put your number one stunner. he, your number one stunner is not around the guys in your profession. Let's say you're a woman and you like to party and stuff like that. The guys that like to party, that's around you and partying, those guys, they pretty much done. You man, when you're a guy, man, straight up, man, I can say this now because I'm in my mid 40s, man. I already told you guys, I'll put it to you guys like this: if you're not waking up hard, I'll say if you're not waking up hard like you did when you was 11, 12 years old, at least once a week, you better check your diet, man. You better check what's going on with your health, and that should never go away. I don't care how old you is. So let's say you're a guy and you doing this party lifestyle and you trying to keep up with these women and stuff like that. That's what mess up. You know how many things mess up a man's testosterone out here, man? That hormone is extremely sensitive. You have to take care of that shit. You can't be out here like partying with women and at the same time be a number one stunt. It's sad. It don't. I mean, because once upon a time, I wanted to go out to the club and be up on the baddest woman in the room. And then one day I figured out that wasn't gonna work. When you like when you drunk, okay, so when you a man, you get drunk, right? You think that like you real horny, right? You do be real horny. But you cannot hit that like you can a male who's in top tip shape, who goes to the gym, eats healthy, and don't party. The universe has this funny way of doing things. The woman who's keeping up with the party lifestyle with those guys are not number one stunners. Unfortunately, you know it's just hilarious. The other day, I ain't gonna lie, I said, man, God is a sick mother. You know what I mean? Because the way things are designed is totally, it's just irony in everything. That's how, like everybody, 90 something percent of the people out here are living under false pretenses, because whatever they doing, they know whatever is actually good for them is backwards. It's backwards. It's very sublime. So whatever you see people doing, taking pictures, smiling, that shit is false. It's not real. So just to close it out, yeah, women, uh, they're into guys that are very mysterious. If you're a man and you're in the same profession as one, like I said, she'll let you hit. She might even have a couple kids with you, married. That's not, but that's not. She know that's not what's gonna uh how you say, bang that back out. That's not. It's not there. You can't be a man partying, keeping up with women, and at the same time be a number one stunner. It don't work like that. To be a guy out here that really put it on a woman, you got to be borderline a nerd. And the women, see, they gotta hate me, or women either love me or hate me, but they gotta hate me though, because they like, man, I know he got that good, but I can't. I got to keep up this lifestyle. So it makes them mad. What are they gonna do? Then if they try to separate from that lifestyle to go sneak off with that nerdy guy who got the number one stunner, people gonna be looking for it. They're gonna be calling her phone. Guys, I've been with women, man, slept over. I had my day. When I was hitting it and quitting it and stuff like that, dealing with these fast women. Them women come, they try to come sleep with me. They phone be ringing every other hour. I used to get sick of that shit. phone be ringing. Because after you get some good shit, man, you want to sleep for a while. You know, you want to sleep at least 8 hours so you can wake up and hit it again. But people calling your phone. You see how that go? People calling it. You know, I done slept with some broad. You know, she did that fast life and stuff. She tried to sleep over, stay with me for a while because she wanted to get it again. People calling her phone every other hour because she got some kind of lifestyle. She got to keep up these false pretenses and stuff because that's her reality. It's hilarious, y'all. It's absolutely hilarious.